Hi, I'm Healy. Welcome to my channel and welcome to a backyard shenanigans video. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a minute. It's been some hard work. It's been some laborious. It's been some tough days in the backyard. But I'm going to show y'all the progress that I made during the overhaul. It's still in progress, but I want to make this video and show you what I have done so far. I recorded like snippets and bits and pieces of videos during the process, so I'm going to show those kind of like in order. And then this part that I'm about to record right now, I'm going to put that at the end so you can see how far I've come so far. All right, here is work that we got done today. The herbs are in the buckets. This is supposed to be my 3-2-1 vertical garden buckets. We'll see like what survive, what lasts. This is soil in these trash cans that I double sifted. Let's see if I can so that's double sifted soil. I sifted once like through the wheelbarrow, and then I sifted again over the trash can. As you can see, the beds have been taken down. I have to sift through all of this soil. So this is 8x4 and this is 8x4, so I got through a little bit over half of this. This is the mess part, you know, when you're doing the overhaul and the renovation and the update and all of that. As you can see, like the lemons, more lemons are getting yellow, and I am so excited about that. Y'all, there's the pink bucket of the grubs. I don't know if y'all want to see that. I might pass over it, but like I can't look in the bucket. It's just too nasty. This is one of the tomato trees. This is the cabbage. I decided to pull all the cabbage out. This is what I did with all of that broccoli. I stuffed them in the toilet paper rolls, and I'm actually going to be putting a few of these in the raised beds as fertilizer, as green fertilizer. These are the leeks that I pulled up, and I will be cleaning them off and using them. And like I said, this is just like the broken down stuff, y'all. This, like I said, this is the ugly part of the renovation. This is the part that a lot of people don't show you because they just want you to see, you know, when they look home and gardens ready. But this is usually what the process look like in between, when you're tearing everything down and it's looking all, you know, not cover and front and title page. And I'm gonna just do a quick little, if y'all can see that, like I'm not looking, but that's the grubs. And look, here's, hold on, because I'm holding this with one hand. Look, here's one on the ground. He trying to dig his way down into the ground some more, but he can't because that's landscaping fabric under there. I'm gonna get back to work. I have a little bit of sun left, y'all, so I'm gonna keep sifting this dirt until it get dark. When I sift through, and what I have left is like big blocks of dirt, y'all, trash, just stuff. These big old blocks, rocks and twigs, branches, like mulch. I've seen glass, plastic, y'all, all kind of stuff in there, trash. So I put those bulky pieces in here, and then I dump them in my compost bin, except for right now my compost bin is full, and so I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of this. I don't know, I might like try to crumble it down and sift it again, you know, we'll see. The last video I had was the 28th. Today is the 30th, but this is the work that we got done from the 29th, and I just want to show this before we start, you know, before we continue to work today. So as you can see here, so we still have a small pile of soil right here, and then we have a larger pile of soil right here, but we cleared out all of the soil, cleared out all of the area. That's 3 trash cans full of double sifted soil. And then the wheelbarrow is full of soil. And now I'm to the point where I can't sift any more soil because all the trash cans is full and the wheelbarrow is full. So today we are gonna put together, so here's all of the boards. I hope you could see this because of the sun, but here's all of the disassembled raised beds, and some of the pieces are, you know, pretty like degraded. Oh, look at my hummingbird, y'all. Oh, that was the red one. Look at it. Look at, as you can see, we took down the hummingbird post and they feeders is gone, y'all. So I know they came looking for them. Here's all of the other stuff. Like I said, all the parts and pieces of everything that's been broken down, and we're gonna reassemble everything. These are the pallets that I have, y'all. These were supposed to be 48 by 48, but they ended up being, I think, 42 by 30. So way shorter both ways than what I needed them to be. So instead of using 2 pallets for the 8 by 4, I have to use 3, and then I'm gonna have extra left over. So it's gonna end up being 9 pallets across. We laid some landscaping fabric on top, as you can see. Let me see if I can get out. You can see like the holes, like they have holes in here. And I don't want stuff to be able to crawl up through the holes into the raised bed. So I'm putting landscaping fabric over that, and then I'm gonna have cardboard over that. And then I'm gonna put, actually I'm gonna put some tulle, and then I'm gonna put the soil inside the raised bed on top of the tulle, because the ground isn't even here. So we're gonna have to get like some boards or some rocks or something like that to help even out, or like to stabilize the pallets, because the ground is not even. And y'all, I don't have the time to go back and redo it, because as you can see, like there's landscaping fabric on the ground. Hopefully you could see that from when we did the yard the first time, when we did the raised beds the first time. Because the soil is so horrible, what we did was evened it out as best as we could. We laid down landscaping fabric, and then we put the raised beds on top of that. But so now this time I'm leaving the landscaping fabric, the original landscaping fabric, but I'm putting down the pallets, putting landscaping fabric on top of that, putting cardboard in the bottom. But I'm going to put tulle inside the raised bed before I put the soil, because there's going to be gaps in the boards. And I know that there's going to be some gaps between the pallets and the boards of the raised bed. So to prevent the soil from spilling all out through the cracks, I'm going to put tulle in there, and then I'll fill it up with the soil and then get ready to plant. I purposely left some gap space in the back. I think I mentioned this before, but I want to be able to walk around the whole area. And so originally it was supposed to be 2 feet of gap space, and I'm gonna try to get as close to 2 feet as possible. Right in the front I have maybe like a 6-inch gap from the paver to the pallet. If I have to move the pallet like all the way up to the edge of the paver, I'm gonna do that, because I need that space to walk around the back. I'm trying to come on, really? So this bag, y'all, is full of grubs. It is full of grubs. And then I don't know how the other bag got way over here. This bag right here is full of grubs. And we still, this pile of soil got grubs all in it, and then that pile over there have grubs all in it. And we just like scooping them out and putting them in the bag, y'all. And we just gonna throw them in the trash. I wish I had chickens, or I wish I knew somebody locally around here that had chickens, because you know, they would have their protein like forever. And y'all can see like some of these boards, like see this one is really damaged. So the good boards are gonna go toward the bottom and the back, and then the ones that's like they about to almost fall apart, they're gonna go in the front and toward the top. So you know, when they finally like just give up the ghost, then I can just take those boards out, and like replace them. Now the problem with this raised bed is that it was prefabricated. So you see how they have, like, it's etched. If you could see that, see how it's etched. And I'm probably gonna have to save a board, like, to see, so replacing these boards are not gonna be easy. Whereas this one, this is the DIY raised bed that I made myself. We just did 2x4s and then we just cut them. I had an 8-foot 2x4 and I cut them into 6 and 2, and then we used this thing right here, and you see how the board just, oh, I'm sorry, you see how the boards just fit right in here. So that's a lot better than trying to replace, like these boards. And some of them, I mean, it's untreated wood, so of course it wasn't gonna last forever anyway. Here are some extra boards and stuff that we have, just to help us, probably to help when we try to stabilize the pallets on the ground. I just want to show you, like, what's going on, where we at, the progress that we making. Hopefully by today we'll have at least a double stack 8x4 raised bed set up on these back 6 panels. That's the goal for today. The layout is not gonna be like I wanted it, but I'm still hoping to get the double stack 8x4 and then the 2 single 4x4s. But I'm gonna have a problem with that because separating the 8x4 into 2 4x4s, I'm gonna be missing one side of the boards because originally they connected and I'm taking them apart. So some of these boards that I have in that bucket over there is probably, I'm gonna have to use those to make, like the final side of the 4x4. But we'll see. We're gonna see how it's all gonna be put together, y'all. But this where we at, like, this what we doing. Y'all, look at the weeds that's almost over the fence. My aloe vera, I definitely got to get back, into taking care of them. I have totally abandoned them and they still grow, which make me feel so shame. This is one of the yellow pallets that I set up, and I know it's shade right now, y'all. These are the broccoli and the cabbage. Because I've been doing all the little reconstruction in the overhaul, I just left them in there, but some of the leaves are starting to turn yellow, so I need to replant these and put them somewhere larger. I know what it is. It's just the container I have them in, it's too small now, and they need something bigger so they can grow. Y'all, the spinach, it never came up. The spinach never came up. So, but what did come up is my peas. Y'all, look at the peas. And I have some flowers coming, so hopefully I have some peas. Let me just try to get them right here. They got a spider up in here somewhere, y'all, a bunch of spiders. So, but here, hopefully I have, like some peas. They did very well in here. I encased them in this tulle netting, and I had my little poles and stuff with stakes because I was trying to keep the worms and the moths and all that stuff from out of there, but I didn't. They got some in there, y'all. This is the orange tree. Oh wait, hold on, this is shade. I hope y'all can see this. So this is the orange tree that I dug up from out the ground. Y'all remember that orange tree that just never grew, never nothing? I replanted this, probably been like 2 weeks now, and I mean, some stuff is still green. It got a couple leaves on it, so I hope it's okay. And these, y'all, maybe I should come around from the other side, but let me just, so these is regular white potatoes from out the grocery store, and they are doing well. These are Okinawa sweet potatoes, the ones that's purple on the outside and like cream color on the inside. And these leaves are so beautiful and perfect, like they look like they fake, y'all. And of course I have them in the tulle netting because I really wanted them to be protected and safe. These are the 4 bell pepper plants that I pulled up. The yellow, the sweet banana yellow pepper, I don't know if you can see the sign. If the sign, yep, that plant died. But the other ones, I mean, they at least like looking alive. I'm not really expecting to get, nothing else really from them. I still have the 3 bags of mulch that I need to lay back down after I finish everything. Y'all, these were the leeks that were so beautiful that I showed y'all probably in the last video, and I forgot them out here. And y'all, I forgot them, and like they all dried up. It looked like I might be able to like salvage something, y'all, but I'm not gonna do it. So I planted all of that. Look at all of them leeks. I planted them and like for nothing. The longer I look at them, the more I feel like I should try to salvage them, but we gonna see. But y'all, let me show you the renovation. And here is the new backyard Shenanigans raised bed garden. Now I am going to put up like what it's supposed to look like, like the plan for what it's supposed to look like. So 2 single stacked raised beds. These are 4x4 raised beds, and y'all, this is the exact same raised beds that I had before. I just reconfigured them. So this is a 4x4, this is a 4x4, and then this is a double stack 8x4. So these are 3 8x4 raised beds. Now because I separated these 2 4x4s, it meant that I was going to be missing a side. So I used what I had, y'all. I used what I had, and I made a 4th side, and hey, it works. I started filling them up with soil and fertilizer, perlite, just stuff that I already had. I started filling them up. I have a little bit of walkway between. If you recall on my little drawing, I was supposed to have a lot more space to walk in between, but like I got a little space to walk in between. These tomato cages, I just put them in here like just because. I don't know if I'm putting tomatoes back there. I don't know what I'm gonna be planting. And you see this board right here, it is like totally eaten up and stuff. This was definitely one of the middle boards when I had them built up before, but it doesn't matter because if it falls apart and falls into the garden, like that's fine. I'm not really worried about this middle section right here at all. So if those boards, you know, just break down and like fall into the bed, I'm not really worried about that at all. So and I put the PVC pipe back over. I bought some clamps. Let me see if I can show y'all. And I bought the clamps the same size as the PVC pipe, but they ended up being like too loose. See, like these clamps, and they're supposed to, you know, stop the shade cloth from, you know, blowing all over the place, and it's supposed to keep it like taut, but it's too loose. So the shade cloth still like blew around. I still have all of my extra stuff like my chicken wire with the shade cloth that I had on the other raised bed. Some more chicken wire. More, these are trellises, some store-bought, some DIY trellises. All of that stuff is going to be reused and put back up, y'all, because you know, we waste not, want not. These are the 2 soil sifters I made. This one right here has 1/8 inch mesh, and this has a 1/2 inch on one side and a 1/4 of an inch on the other side. And I did that like solely to sift through the soil and get those bugs, those grubs out. When I tell y'all we had, if it wasn't 1,000 grubs, it wasn't none. This is just parts and pieces of the toy box. This is gonna go, but I'm trying to save these plates, but the screws is stripped, so we got to get them out there because y'all, these plates cost money, and I'm trying to save these plates. And this, I'm probably just gonna recycle this. I don't know if I could use it for something, you know, like in the garden to build something, I will. This is the apple tree with more apples growing on it, y'all. This apple tree just don't stop, and I am just so thankful and grateful for this apple tree. One of the main things too was for me to be able to walk behind the back, and I actually have room to walk all around the back of this. So if I have to harvest or prune or whatever, I can actually walk all the way around. It's not as much space as I originally wanted, but it's enough for me to squeeze back there. So, and then I have room, I can actually walk behind the apple tree. Well, they got a spider web right there, so we're gonna stop. Let me come back around this way, y'all. We ain't gonna disturb the spiders. The lemon tree, I picked off some lemons, but y'all see more and more of the lemons is starting to turn yellow. I'm trying to leave them on there as long as possible, y'all, but Like, we use lemons every day. So I can't wait to get these lemons. They have so many lemons still on this tree. Some of them you might not be able to see because they still green and they like blending in with the leaves, but we have a lot of lemons left. I took this area and it's totally like revamped. I took one of the pallets, and here I have just some stuff that I planted, y'all, and it either just didn't come up or is up like barely a little bit. I think I'm supposed to have onions in here. This is supposed to be some onions. I believe this is supposed to be some spinach. This is bell peppers. These are those the black cobra chili peppers. And then these are strawberries. Look at all of the strawberries. I mean, you know, they're not like really growing to size yet. I mean, I can't eat them, but look at all of them strawberries in there. But I do have a green worm. I have several because I got one. I got at least one of them out, but they must still have some more left in there. Here I took, I had some extra pavers left over from when I had the pool done. So I took pavers and I had some boards, like some scrap boards. And I just wanted to get the hibiscus. I just wanted to get the pot and really all of the plants. I just want to get them up off the ground. That's just, you know, a couple extra inches, or just, you know, that bugs or whatever will have to crawl and climb into. And if that can help deter them, then that's what I'm all about. So these are my 2 hibiscus plants. They still alive. You know, they still doing well. They still growing. And look at this. I don't know if this is like the beginning of a flower, y'all, or what. But it's very pretty. It's very pretty. This is the mini royal, the huge tree, doing fine, cherry tree. This is the double stack raised bed. This is the raised bed that I want to put like the onions, garlic, turnip, radishes, stuff like that. I want to put that in this one. This is the Royal Lee cherry tree, my new cherry tree that I bought to replace this one that's finally looking like it's starting to die. I do have to pull this up out the ground. I just haven't done it yet. And then I cleared this whole area. Y'all remember, this is where that third raised bed was, that third 8x4 that I never planted anything in it, but we took that down, disassembled all of that, sifted the soil, put it in the other raised beds. And here is my vertical 3-2-1 herb container garden. I just put that right here. I don't know if it's gonna stay right here, but that's where I have it right now. And as you can see, it's the same thing, the pavers that was left over, and then some scrap boards that I had. I believe these probably 2 feet, like 2x4s, 2 feet long, 4 of them, and then 3 pavers. So this is basil. This is spearmint, I believe, spearmint or peppermint. That's parsley. This is sage up here. This is lemon balm, and then this is rosemary. And I like the fact that they are getting some sun back here in this spot. So I have that right here, and I wanted it a little bit away from the fence because just in case somebody come in my yard, I don't want them to like be able to reach over and snatch up my herbs, y'all. I need my herbs. This is my compost bin, y'all. I don't even want to look in there. Like, I'm scared to look in there. We did dump some soil, like some hard crumbly soil, like on the top, but all of the like food scraps and everything is all down in the bottom. I'm hoping that it's breaking down into some richly fertilized soil, but I don't know, y'all. I'm scared because I saw all kind of stuff crawling in there. I do plan on putting plants and stuff like in this area, but for right now it's just the staging area with all of my supplies as I continue to work this garden. So I think I have 4. These are 15-gallon buckets, and I'm gonna buy some more fruit trees, and I'm gonna put them in these 15-gallon buckets. And I'm probably gonna put one, you know, like in this area. I might put one in between either the cherry tree and the hibiscus, or between the 2 cherry trees. I have to find somewhere to put these tables with these containers, because I do plan on planting something in them. So I have these 2, and then I have these 4, and plus I still have like these little baskets, y'all. And look at the flowers. This flower is getting ready to another flower about to grow. But this thing keeps falling over, and I know what it is. The soil is not that deep. Like the baskets is not really that deep, so that's why it keeps falling over. I cannot tell you how much hard work it took, you know, and no, it's not perfect. This ain't the cover of, you know, Home and Garden or whatever, but this is going to help produce a lot of food for me, my family, you know, and whoever God leads us to share our harvest with. So I am going to be doing square gardening. I believe I showed the square in a previous video. I'll pop it up on the screen so you can see. These are 4 by 4, probably not exact. I don't think I'm gonna do like 16 full squares. I have something else that I'm gonna be adding to each of these. I got the idea from Robbie and Gary, Gardening Made Easy, and it's basically gonna be an in-place compost that will constantly feed the garden. I mean, you know, constantly feed the raised beds throughout the season. Here is, so this is an example of one of like the toilet paper rolls that I put, and they have like leaves and branches and just, you know, stuff. I believe the collards and the mustards and the kale and stuff like that, and I have them all throughout. Like the rest of them are buried, but I have like 3 or 4 of those in each of these raised beds. So this is basically 4 raised beds for me to work with. I have my containers, all of my containers. Like I said, my 15-gallon containers are mostly gonna go for fruit trees, but see, I have more. I have many of these great buckets. This one already has like the tool in the bottom. I'm putting the tool in the bottom to help the soil not to come out, and then let me see if I can show you. And then I have, you know, like the drainage holes, but I have the tool in the bottom to help the soil not to spill out through the bucket, and then also to block the bugs from crawling in through the holes, because they might be able to crawl through the hole, but they're not going to be able to get through the tool and actually get inside the bucket. And then I have these like protective hoods, just to help not to you know, for the bugs and the moths and stuff not to lay their eggs and all of that kind of stuff. So this is it. This is what I have been working on really since the end of August. You know, September time frame I started working on this, and I can't tell y'all, it's been so much hard work. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I told you I'm not that person that can be recording like while I'm working, because it's a lot. It's kind of stressful, you know, things is hectic. This pallet is eventually gonna go somewhere over here, because I don't want to have any pallet. Like, I need this entire space, because I actually have patio furniture. I have tables and chairs that I need to put right here on this side, and then some that I also need to put over there on that side. So we're gonna have to clean that up. Gonna have to tighten that up. But for right now, y'all, this is what I'm working with. I did have my ideas on what I was gonna plant and all that kind of stuff, but as y'all can see, like right now, the next thing I have to do now is get more soil. I'm probably gonna have like the top board, fill it up to like leave the top board will not have soil. So, but as you can see, I still have a ways to go. I have like 2.5 boards of soil to fill up on this side, and I have at least 1 board each for these that I need to fill up with soil. And then I'm gonna start planting. It is the middle of November, but like, it's warm here. Like, I don't know if you could see, and I had this little thermometer. I don't know if you could see, like back there, it might not show you, but it's 78 degrees. It's almost 80 degrees. I'm in zone 10A, 10B, and we can grow something like year round. So I can plant something today on November the 10th, and it'll survive like through the cool winter season and produce, you know, something. Maybe not like max harvest, but it will produce something. This was a lot of hard work. I might have even been shedding some tears. I might have been crying like while I was doing this work, y'all. Because it ain't no joke. Gardening is no joke. And this is just a small raised bed backyard garden. I think about my grandparents who, I mean, they worked acres and acres and acres of land on a daily basis for I don't know, 50, 60 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'd be out here for like 1 hour, like I'm about to pass out. And then I think about my grandparents and their sisters and brothers and stuff who worked the fields. And I just close my mouth. I just close my mouth because it is no comparison. This is hard for me. This is tough for me. But when I think I can't do it, or when I think I just about to quit and be ready to go inside, I think about them. And they give me the strength. They give me the strength to keep going. And, you know, just keep working it. I'm proud of my little DIY, like soil sifting, my little screens and stuff, y'all. Yep, I made them by myself. And yes, it's hodgepodge and it might be raggedy looking and everything, but it work. And I'm going to use them until I can't use them no more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the garden transformation and overhaul. Once I plant stuff in there and then it look more like home and gardens or whatever, maybe I'll do like an overhaul. I don't know, like the official overhaul video. Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm real proud of the work that I have done. I'm so thankful for the people that have helped me. Y'all, working in this garden and doing this overhaul have been like therapy. Cause, you know, your girl, life been happening. Life been happening to your girl, and this garden have just been therapeutic. It been emotional. It been spiritual. It been mental, and it dang sure been physical. But y'all. But let me go. I'm gonna try to edit this in a decent amount of time. I still gotta put up one video for the week. Y'all, this is gonna be the video. I'm finally to the point where I'm gonna be starting to comb my hair enough to where I can record a video. So be looking for some hair content coming up. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for this video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, click that notifications bell, share this video, share my playlist, and share my channel with everyone you know. And until next time, be safe, be well, and be blessed.